Morning, everybody. All right, coming up on today's edition of the Art Business Morning Show, we're talking about the top 10 reasons why live art shows are the future of selling art and photography. So the pandemic hit, the world changed, and the art market changed massively. Offline shows and fairs are toast, not coming back anytime soon. Many galleries closed, and many, sadly, are not going to open up again. Can an artist or a photographer catch a break here or what, right? The good news, though, remains that art and photography sales have basically been booming throughout the pandemic, along with all home decor, very good things. So this is a good time to be selling art. There's a huge shift that's happening in the market. Obviously, you've seen the title, live art shows. The live art shows are quite literally that shift, one of those shifts anyway. So the question is that how do you put yourself in a position to succeed given this is the case? So welcome everybody, Art Business Mornings, show number 3 actually. Just got the first 2 in the can. Really kind of excited about it. So I'm going to give you today. Let me just when it's streaming. Yeah, okay, good. I'm going to give you today. I'm on the solo show today because Nick's on a much needed vacation, a couple of days off, and I'm going to give you my top 10 list. Okay, the top 10 list of why live art shows and correspondingly video really why it's the future of selling art and photography, why I'm so just insanely excited about it. And I would say that I'm going to go through this list and there's going to be some basics in there, and the basics, you're going to go, yeah, okay, you'd be nodding your head. But there's some subtlety too that probably most people are not aware of, they're not immediately aware of. Number 1, top 10 reasons live art shows are the future of selling art. It works. It just works. We have some amazing data on this already. We're seeing crazy Mickey Mouse numbers on some artists that are really successful. I keep citing Locke's numbers, but he did 30,000 Canadian, 65 pieces sold over 2 shows. He had some other promotion there too, but did that all on his own, all the way down to shows that have gone so completely sideways in every tech capacity imaginable, errors, dropping things, crappy audio, anything in between. And even those I'm seeing sales. So the data is clear as day. This is totally a viable way to sell art. I've seen the highs, I've seen the lows. It's crazy. And if we're drilling for oil and we find black gold, what do? We keep drilling. Same with success, right? If you saw the last episode of the show, the same with success. We're seeing success. And so when you're selling art, if you find it, you keep getting after it, you keep iterating, right? Number 2, it lets you go direct to consumers, DTC. You see us talk about that all the time, but there's no middlemen involved in this fashion of selling art. There's no one in between you and your customer. You are going directly to them. There's no 50-50 split, no 60-40 split. Amazing aspect of it, without question. Number 3, it will make you work on your merchandising. What do I mean? How to show off your art. What does it look like in the camera? The sun glistening off on it, the detail. The detail. All of those things that artists, no disrespect, are usually pretty crappy at. You need to get at it. You need to get some practice. You need to attempt to start selling your art directly. A lot of you are uncomfortable with that. I get it. I hate being on video, but you need the reps. You need the sets of doing this. If you start getting them, you have an opportunity to be incredibly successful doing so. It's going to take some time. And if you didn't need any more motivation, you're keeping all of the revenue. There's no 50-50 split with the gallery. You're not paying a booth fee to show. So that should be the motivation when you're keeping all of the revenue from your sales of why you want to start doing this, why you want to get started immediately, why you need to practice. Number 4, okay? It costs next to nothing to do. It costs next to nothing. All you need to have is a phone to do it, to get started. You can do them as many times as you like. So the fact that it doesn't cost you anything, the fact that you can do it with the phone, i.e. equipment you already have, and the fact that you can do this from the comfort of your own home, amazing, anytime, imperative in a pandemic situation, right? So that's number 4. Number 5, it takes all the digital aspects of selling art, i.e. your static, boring 2D website, okay? And what does it do? It turns it into a dynamic thing. It takes digital selling and gets it just one step closer to in-person selling. It's an amazing hack. Now, this one's fun for me. Number 6, okay? And for the very near term, at least, read till the rest of the art world and just world period figures this out, okay? There's a huge arbitrage in it, okay? This is always how marketing works. And if I have one talent in my life, and I don't have many, it's I see trends before they're about to break. I get in and I master them, and I benefit as a result of that arbitrage. And I'm telling you, this is it, okay? And live video streaming, it's interesting because, you know, there's this hype curve analogy where it's like early adopters, and then why can't I remember the name of it? I used to have it memorized. Anyway, it's like early adopters, it goes really, really slow, and then it dips down for a little bit, and then all of a sudden mainstream catches it, and then it just takes off. The Gardner hype curve or something like that. I don't know. If I had show notes, I'd put it in it, but I don't care, whatever. Larger point is live video and streaming, nothing new. Nothing new. Didn't get invented 2 weeks before the pandemic. Been around for a long time. But it was so fraught and is so fraught with technical difficulties and issues in streaming and distribution and where you do it and hard drive space, all these various different things, lighting, sound, that it sort of was just waiting for its moment to just go, it's hockey stick growth. And we're at that moment right now, okay? We are literally at that moment right now, and this is it. This is it. And what's more, when the rest of the art world, let alone the rest of the selling anything world, figures it out, a lot of this arbitration is going to be gone, right? The opportunity is not going to be so great, so incredible. And let's talk about it in terms of, okay, the art show circuit and fairs. Now, necessity is the mother of all invention, right? The show circuit, yeah, write that one down. The show circuit is toast, okay? It's toast. It's not coming back, can't open, low attendance. I didn't think it was going to last this long. I'm an optimist. It's lasted a long time. It ain't going away. It's sad. It sucks, right? So turns out the folks that are running those shows, okay, they're actually humans. They have overhead. They have jobs. They have food to put on the plate. So necessity is the mother of invention. So what are we starting to see the emergence of right now? What are we, I think started 5 months after the pandemic started, the air quotes, virtual art shows. I hate that name, by the way, virtual art shows. But the premise is all of these shows and fairs and galleries, they've got your deposit for the booth. Many people have been going to the same shows and exhibiting year after year after year. It's a circuit traveling around the traveling roadshow, all the rest. They have all these deposits down and they're figuring out, they're scrambling. How can we keep these deposits, right? And so what are they saying? They're saying, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a virtual art show for you guys. We'll set the whole thing up. We'll keep your booth fee and we'll do one giant virtual gallery show for all of you, and we'll bring the attention and the customers and the clients, right? These are starting to emerge all over the place and pop up. And by the way, if any of you are involved in one and have a link, send it to me. You can send it to me on Instagram, send it to me on Facebook, email it, pigeon mail it, snail mail it, whatever. Messenger pigeon, all works. I'm really curious to see them. The ones that I have seen though, hashtag dumpster fire, most of them. Why? Okay. Turns out just a single art show, okay? Just a single art show is actually really, really hard to do. Just one, okay? Doing it with 5 people, even harder. It's even harder. Doing it with many, many people, good luck, okay? This is just the tech piece too. Internet connections, keeping viewers engaged. How long is the session? Who films it for the artists? By and large, artists and photographers, no offense, are not the most tech savviest people to begin with, okay? You know, turns out Morris from Philadelphia, in addition to being a talented artist, keeps cockatiels, beautiful birds, right? Sure. But boy, are they capable of squawking at a high pitch. Okay. Can somebody shut that bird up, please? Morris does that. There goes half the audience for that particular show, right? There are so many moving pieces between the tech and understanding how to do this and having the reps and sets and being comfortable in background noise. So you add all of that out. That's the tech piece, right? Turns out though, that's an impossible thing to solve. Not impossible. It's a difficult thing to solve, but that's not the only hard part about it. Turns out you got to get the attention. Okay. So I don't care if you're running a virtual show or you're running a live show, whoever's running the show and charging for it better have some foot traffic, right? So, you know, all of these art shows that are out there, and I'm not knocking the shows and the fairs. I love the fact that they're doing this idea, but let me tell you, You better have kept a big you better have kept a big email list if you're a show trying to charge for this. You better know how to market on Facebook. You better know how to hype things up. You better know how to capture some percentage of that foot traffic and get them to actually show up at that show. Because if you can't do that and there's no attention and you charge all these artists for a virtual show and it's crickets, big failure there. So I love the idea. I love the invention. I love the necessity that precedes it, right? I don't love the necessity, but I love the creativity that comes when your back's against the wall. Hate the virtual art term show. The term, virtual art show is like virtual reality. It's just a live art show. But I know, being how many of these I've run, hundreds since before the pandemic hit. I saw the writing on the wall in a long time. It's hard. It's an uphill battle. Even now, even today, right now, streaming, I'm running into some issues. So there's the tech piece. There's the attention piece. There's getting good at it. And so even if these guys start running these things all the time in the show circuit and get better and better and better, sadly, it's going to be years. And you need the artist to get good at it too. So the arbitrage is there. It's absolutely there. But it is interesting to see other segments in our industry starting to wake up to the necessity of this and how important it is and getting good at it. Number 7, that was number 6. Number 7, audience size. Okay. Difficult at first, for sure. Clearly, if you're going to have a live art show, you're going to need to have some people on it, right? Good news, bad news here. Undercook, overcook. Okay. And the good news, cousin, let me just tell you, far outweighs the bad. The bad news is you need an audience to sell art, right? The bigger it is, the more you're going to sell. Way of the world, no different than our businesses. The good news, though, is the MVA acronym time, right? Out there in startup world, buzzword du jour, MVP, minimum viable product. The idea of the quickest, dirtiest thing that you can build to take your idea to market to see whether or not it's going to sell. In our context, how quickly you can get what you've painted, what you've photographed on display and see whether or not it'll sell. The quickest way to do that without any other nonsense, MVP. A twist on it is the MVA, the minimum viable audience, okay? Loosely defined, the minimum size audience you need to make the endeavor worth doing, to prove the concept, to provide an ROI on your time. Guess what that number is? This is the good news, okay? It's one person. Just one. That's it. That's the minimum viable audience for a live art show. One person, okay? What can I oftentimes be found saying? Our job is to take the online art selling experience and make it as close as possible to the offline in-person selling experience. The rabbit hole goes deeper, though. If you worked in a gallery, let's just say, and your job, okay, your job was to sell art. If I walked into that gallery and I wanted to talk to you about a piece, would you take the time to talk to me about it? Yeah, you would, right? Okay. If you have an online art business and I contacted you in some fashion via the socials or via your website and wanted to see some of your pieces over a video chat, would you take the time to talk to me? Yeah, you would. Or you should. Let's go deeper. Let this one spin your noodle a little bit. What if I said that potentially, or hashtag potentially, the most important metric in your business right now is actually the number of one-on-one video chats you can have with potential buyers? That's it. What if that was the single solitary biggest lever in your business right now, today, whatever today is, Thursday? It's a very good question. It's a question we're endeavoring to answer. And I'm not certain that's not the most important. If you could schedule 7, 10, 15, 20 one-on-one live art shows with potential customers, who cares about the technology? It doesn't matter about the technology, where you're showing me your pieces, you're merchandising them, you're building a deeper emotional connection. I'm getting to know you, understand your nuances, who you are as a person. Could that potentially be the most valuable metric in your business? Good question, right? Gonna be delving into that one in future episodes, let me tell you. Number 8. This one's going to be fire. I can't even believe I'm going to give somebody my idea here because I think it's that genius. So you're an art gallery, let's just say. Okay. Times are tough. I feel terrible. I mean, I feel literally terrible for you if you're an art gallery right now. What would I do being in your shoes? You'd better figure out a way to give value. Having your doors closed is not going to do it. And, it's funny because I actually had this conversation with Nick, and I'll say that, like, probably, I don't know, 2 weeks ago now or whatever, one of the artists on our platform, longtime close friend of mine, Matthew Locka, actually had an art show in a real gallery. You know, it was masks and limited capacity and social distancing and all of that, but it was a real art show. And we ran a live art show after the show was over inside the art gallery. And even before that, I had this idea in my head. But let me so after it all kind of percolated and bubbled up in my head, I talked to Nick and I was like, dude, we got to buy an art gallery. He's like, dude, what are you talking about? I'm dead serious. We've got to buy an art gallery. We got to buy an art gallery right now. He's like, what are you talking about? What? And I use the term buy loosely, mind you, because all I would do is take over their lease, much negotiated lower rate given the times, but I would take over their lease and I'd make them a pennies on the dollar offer for all of the decor that they have inside because I want to see how beautiful it is. I would inspect their socials. If they had massive followings on their individual gallery social pages, I would negotiate for those. Otherwise, bye-bye. And then I would, doors are closed anyway, but I would go inside and I would rig that gallery up 9 ways to Sunday. I would sort the lighting. I would sort the sound. I would lay down railroad tracks for the camera dolly. I would nail my camera angles on all the positions. I would upgrade the internet connection to 121.2 gigawatts of bandwidth in there. And I'd get ready to go. And I would start running virtual shows for artists. And no one knows how to do it. No one is really good at it. I would stream it all on my own individual social sites, whatever the gallery name was. If I didn't have them, I'd build them up. Then I would also stream concurrently at the same time on all of the artist social sites. I would charge the artists upfront a one-time appearance fee such that I would not take a bath no matter what. And I would take as much as I could get, probably 30, 40, 50% of the sales that we generated as a result of it. After the show was over, I would instantaneously be available for a live one-on-one show to re-see any of the pieces for my collectors and high net worth individuals. I would have the artist ready to go to talk about any of the pieces, all on the video chat, all at the same time, all with a glass of wine if we see fit. And some of you are hearing that and you're like, wait a minute, I'd probably actually sign up for that. And many would, because it's a viable alternative. And that's an insane one. I can't even believe I just gave away that idea. Even just articulating it out loud like that is a damn good idea. Number 9, reps and sets, right? Getting good at these art shows, in my estimation, despite the fact some strong early wins I'm seeing from Laka and from some others, it's doing 100 push-ups in one sitting. How many of us can do 100 push-ups in one setting? Not many. If I said your goal is to do 100 push-ups in one sitting without stopping, what would you start doing? 5 push-ups every 10 minutes, 20 push-ups, 30, 40, 50 at a time. Try doing 60 at a time. Practice a whole lot. So if the potential outcome of being really, really good at this is an incredible ROI, what I'm telling you right now is the future of selling not just art and photography, but probably so many items online. Why wouldn't you go getting the reps and sets? You would. It's the future, and it costs nothing to do it. And if the minimum viable audience is 1, why wouldn't you be doing them all the time? By which I mean all the time. I mean, what do I tell the art storefronts customers? Great. So happy you did that. You sold a couple of pieces? Amazing. Now go do 1,000. 1,000. Why? Since pre-pandemic times, someone like me, director of marketing, CMO, I don't even have a title, marketing guy at art storefronts, and Nick, the CEO, doing these things 5 to 6 days a week. Okay. Practice what you preach much? Yeah, we do. Absolutely. It is the future. And absolutely, getting good at it is not easy. I mean, I'm sitting here and I'm streaming right now this thing, which is a live show, which in the past would have been a podcast, which I would have had to record and upload and send to the editor, and the editor would send it back and then upload the hosting service and then email everybody out. Nope. Right now, live on Twitter, live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live in our Facebook group, live on Instagram. I'm still figuring things out. There are a lot of moving pieces to this. So reps and sets. That's number 9. Number 10. Okay. This is the not so subtle one. I've mentioned this before, but it bears repeating. Okay. The socials are at war with one another. Okay. Google is at war with Facebook. Facebook is at war with YouTube. YouTube is at war with Instagram. Instagram's even at war with Facebook, even though I know they're owned by the same company. What is winning that war? It's the war of attention. Okay. And what all of these socials want is they want us spending time on their platform to the detriment of spending any time on any of the other platforms. Okay. This is an extremely important concept. So how is that attention measured? It's measured with metrics like time on app or platform or site. How much time are these potential users spending on your site? Is it going up or down? That's number one. Number two, they measure it with a term we like to call engagement. Are these people that are spending time on this platform, are they liking? Are they commenting? Are they sharing? Are they having a good time? Okay, they are, right? So let's rewind. Let's rewind. What is it now? 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years ago. Okay. And we could call them the good old days, with old spelled OLE, hashtag good old days. Remember when you'd have the Facebook page and your friends would have the Facebook page? Years later, you'd have an Instagram account, your friends would have an Instagram account. You'd follow them and you'd see everything that they posted, all of their updates, all of the videos, all of the little text things, everything. You could even follow a brand and see all of their stuff. Awesome, right? That was amazing. The sheer amount of comments that I have over the years on ads of people complaining when that was taken away is comical. But I digress. Back then, the equation was in a different place than it is now. The equation back then was in a place where the socials needed us and our content more than we needed them. Okay. And so they were willing to do whatever it takes, i.e., give us a tremendous amount of free organic reach because we were giving them content. We were getting our friends to join. We were building up their ecosystem such that they could eventually monetize it with ads. As such, the reach was free until they didn't need us because they had critical mass. Then what happens? At that point in time, they start taking away that free reach. They start showing ads. That's the game. That's what they were able to do. We were on those platforms for free. We still are. What I'm telling you now is because these platforms are all at war with one another, because a certain thing called live video does a few things. One, keeps you glued to their platform for way longer than if you were just flicking around with your thumb and getting bored, okay? You're locked in 15, 20, 30, 45 minutes, an hour, okay? Number two, you're commenting, you're liking, you're sharing, you're having a great time. So the engagement metric is there. So the socials or your or in the same boat, rowing in the same direction. I can't believe I just did that. Rowing in the same direction. Okay. You do that, stated another way. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Okay. So you do that and the socials reward you with free attention. Now, am I saying it's as good as it was back in the day? Good old hashtag good old days where you could post everything and everyone would see it? No, it's not, but it's a close second. It's a close second. The socials will reward you with extra free organic reach. More people will see your content because they want people on their platform for longer. So if you strategically think that way, get that figured out, you can benefit. That's number 10. I think it's a good list. That's going to wrap up episode number 3. How can you watch the show? Stay caught up. 1, binge watching on IGTV. One of my favorite things. You can just go to the Instagram profile, go to the IGTV tab, click the series, and all of these things line up in one, and you can just press play, and it plays all the way through, which is a great little hack. YouTube playlists, also a great hack. If you're going to do YouTube, subscribe, smash that like button, hit that bell. I hate that terminology, but yeah, that would be nice. You can get notified when these things drop. We're going to start dropping them, I think, twice a week. Try to stick to a time schedule, which will be good. If you are already a customer, then I'm going to see you soon on a live workshop, aka office hours. Ask me whether or not we're going to be talking about live art shows, huh? If you're not a customer, you want to get a taste of what office hours are like, then you can join us for a free art business workshop, thrice weekly Zoom calls. We'll bring you guys in, rant a bit, and then you can get your questions answered, find out about what we do. There's details of that all over our website, details of all of the above on our website. And thanks for watching, and have a great day.